after Hereford's 3-2 defeat to Banbury. Seemed to have that game in the bag at half time. What happened?
Yeah, I think it was ours to lose and we lost it, didn't we? Simple as that. I mean, look back at the goals. The first goal, Orange kicked it out for a throw-in. Janine fell over and he's given a free kick and they've ended up scoring for it. Yes, we need to defend the box better. Second goal, Lloydie's gone to clear a ball. Guy's clattered him. The guy that's clattered Lloydie's ended up sliding in the box to score. For me, look, it was our game to lose, of course it was, and we did, and we need to be a bit better second half. But some of the decisions that were given against us were absolutely appalling.
Because having taken the lead and looked quite comfortable and confident on the ball in that first half.
Yeah, but there's also a team playing against you, aren't they? So they're going to adapt and they're going to do things, and they obviously went kind of man for man with us. But I spoke to the boys at the end there, and the disappointing thing for me, I thought we were on the front foot first half. We played forward well. Second half, we went backwards a lot. We got in midfield. We didn't move quick enough to get into good areas to be able to turn and play forward. So a lot of things were backwards, back to Dino, then long. I thought Colin was excellent today, but you could see he's not played a lot of games and he blew up a bit second half, which didn't help because then obviously centre half's coming through and doing big clearances. But yeah, really disappointed.
Because obviously you picked up in the league table after a couple of decent results, and that seems a big setback to me today.
It's not a big setback, is it? Because we've dropped down one place, but it's also pretty much gone our way, haven't they? So from my point of view, from where we were to where we are now is a different place. We're very disappointed because I think you win today, I think we're 9th or 10th, 2 points off the playoff. So yeah, for us it's frustrating because we've been on a good run. So you want to put in it was a good half performance, but we need to be a bit more consistent, and that's what I said to the boys. We need to strive here in the squad for consistency because we can't just put 45 minutes in. So it's important that we get a bit more of a all-round performance.
Big loss was when Jack Evans went down injured. What's the latest there?
Yeah, 100%. Agree with that. Obviously, Skip's not played many minutes. He's come back in. I just thought, Jack gives us that energy. It's a bit like when Lloydie's not playing. He's up and down. And yeah, I feel like it shifted a little bit when he came off. But yeah, his ankle, as soon as he had the tackle, his ankle was massive, and he's going to be a big loss for us. So I think he'll be all right.
So do you think that's not just an impact injury?
No. He had a tackle, Buxton. He had a bit of an annoyed tackle on him. He's been able to get through it, and then obviously today that was quite harming. You can see on his leg where the tackle went in. I think there's a lot of those tackles today that were just let happen, and you could see a few of those tackles on another day. Someone gets really, really hurt, but the referee, for whatever reason, decided that was okay. But now, obviously, we've got casualty because of that, and his ankle's massive.
Spennymoor have been on a good run up until today, and that's where Hereford play now on Tuesday. Any other knocks to be concerned about, or any players likely to come back between now and then?
No, obviously Jack now, so we've got to look at that now, what we're going to do in that position. Everybody else, Zach's back in training, Skip's back in training now. Ty's still a few weeks away, I would say. So no, the squad is what we've got now, and that won't change before Tuesday.
It feels somewhat deflationary today, given the situation that Hereford could have found themselves in with a victory. Did you get that sort of feedback from the crowd today?
No, I thought, we said before when we was in the office at the start, it was a really good feel about the place today. So I get what you're saying. Obviously, coming off a loss with that good feel about the place is disappointing. We want to come here, and yes, there's been 5 goals in the game, but we've been on the wrong end of it. So I think when we got back to 2-2, you would have ended up taking a point probably. So to concede the goal we did was really disappointed. And when you get good attendances like we do, you want to put on a good performance throughout the game and win games here. So that's for us the really disappointing thing with that. But look, it's a setback, of course it is, a minor one, and we'll kick on and we'll go again. We've got Spennymoor Tuesday, and then obviously Farsley away the following Saturday, so we'll get back to winning ways.
Thanks for your time.
Cheers, thank you.
You didn't play Hansen at all today, is that injury or?
No, we just looked at it. I just felt in transition where we could hurt Banbury, we just thought Lloydie's a bit more direct with his passing in behind, which worked well first half. So that was the only reason behind it. And Jeffrey's played a lot of football lately. He hasn't played many games, obviously last year. So just felt for him if we could just pull him out for a game or two just to get his legs going again.
Did we miss him in the second half?
It's difficult because we were actually going to bring him on just before they scored. But then they scored, and it's like, well, you can't do that now. That's why we brought Jack on, because obviously we want to win the game. So that's why we made that change. So yeah, but ideally you bring him on when you're comfortable in the game, and he'll dictate play, he'll break things up and keep things moving. So, but obviously when they scored and we went down like we did, then you have to make an attacking change.
Is it defensive makeup that you have a look at after sort of conceding 3 today, and are you disappointed with the way they conceded?
Yeah, I just think there's a 3-man in the box for one of them, which was disappointing, and we just let some crosses get in a bit too easy, didn't we? So look, it's not often that happens to us, is it? So it's not often we concede 3 goals in a game. So we'll work on it. I'm a centre half, so I'm probably more angry than everybody else for the goals that were conceded. But we'll work on it. That wouldn't be a problem.
You looked a bit shell shocked after conceding the equaliser. They always win the game.
Do you know what it was? It was just, I wouldn't say we were in cruise control, but it was comfortable. We were comfortable, weren't we? And then obviously a goal like that goes in. And yeah, that's how goals turn games, don't they, at the end of the day? And it turned the game in their favour, of course. And that was probably a disappointing thing about it. And like I said, when we did get possession, it gives them a bit of impetus. They were on the front foot a little bit, and we just stopped turning balls in behind. I think first half, you could see we just turned balls in behind their back 4 at times, and it just made us get off the pitch. And second half, we seemed to be going short and backwards too much rather than spinning balls in behind. And yeah, that cost us in the end.
Just a couple of words on the new lad. You must be really pleased with how he played for the first half, and especially because he looked like he brought some extra.
Yeah, look, he's a strong boy. He's got good pace about him. He uses his body well. Obviously, with Aaron not playing on top at the moment, with obviously Ty being injured, we need that physicality up there, and obviously we had Ryan Bizzing off him. So I thought he was excellent, especially first half. Second half, I thought, after about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he blew up a little bit. That's just fitness levels when he's not played. He's been playing 23s football at Salford, so obviously the intensity of men's football is a lot different. So, but we'll get him up to speed.
And had he been training much coming into today's game?
Has he?
Yeah, no. Had he trained with you?
No, he trained on he trained on Thursday, so he had one session with us before today.
So you're expecting more from him as a player going forward? I mean, obviously.
Oh yeah, we will do. Yeah, of course. Look, you want him competing, battling, doing all that stuff for 90 minutes, don't you? And he's a young lad, so he'll get there. But obviously, when you've not played games, you need to get match fit and match sharp. So that'll come without doubt over the next couple of weeks.
For such a big lad, he seems to have a good touch.
Yeah, he's got good touch. He rolls well as well. So he rolls defenders well for him to go forward in the channels, and he's got good pace about him. And a big lad like that, you don't normally find them. They've got that pace, and he's got a bit of everything. So we just need to get more crosses in the box for him. Cheers, thanks guys.